Hey everybody, it's Sunday the 9th of October here, and I'm doing a video on the most recent beta that I just placed up on the site. And this is the ETF prediction beta. And what it aims to do, as you can see from the video here, is that it will send to you at night, usually between 5 and 6 p.m. So you'll still have an opportunity to trade this in after hours, because after hours lasts from about 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. So at that time, probably around 5:30, these signals will appear on the website and will give you an opportunity to play some very popular ETFs. As you can see here, the SPY, which is the S&P 500 ETF, QQQ, the NASDAQ ETF, XLF, Finance Stock Sector ETF, GDX, Gold Stocks, XOP, Oil Stocks, and IBB, Biotech Stocks. So this, I believe, yeah, this represents all 6 that are currently in here. And you'll see below it, these are 2 great examples, because up here is a bearish signal to sell, which the best way, in my opinion, for new traders is not to short the SPY, but to buy the ETF down here, which will be recommended. So the SPXU is a 3x bearish ETF. So you actually buy that ETF to short the SPY, and it shorts at 3 times the strength. So if the SPY goes down 1%, this will go up 3%. And down here is the inverse of that, where you're buying the SPY. You can buy the 3x ETF UPRO, and if SPY goes up 1%, UPRO will go up 3%. And it's the same across the board here. You'll be given the recommendation of that 3x ETF to play, and in which direction, if it's down, a bearish version, and if it's up, a bullish version of the ETF. So the goal here is that these look at a lot of different things about the sector or the indice and stocks within the indice, and how they are acting into the end of the day, and what traders are putting money into, and where there's going to be a strong opportunity for a bounce the next day. Because the plan is to buy this stock, these ETFs, in after hours around 5 to 6 p.m. You can wait until the next day's open, but for most of them, they seem to, when I'm back testing, they seem to perform best if you buy them at the close. I would recommend you might want to do somewhere in between that, where you buy half a position at close, and then you'll see how it does in the morning and add to the position there. That's how I've been testing out some of these trades, and that seems to work pretty well. So let me go over to, this is September 9th. If you can remember that there was a pretty big drawdown that day, and things recovered into the next day and then fell again. So this is a great example where a lot of signals are coming through, very strong, and you'll see this is the SPY. This was that day on September 9th, so this would have been that first signal. You would have gotten a signal to buy the next day, and here's the next day, very strong up day. And then at the end of this day, on the 12th, you would have been given a signal to short, and another great opportunity for a short. And that's it. These trades last from the close of the signal day to the close of the trading day after. That's all you're meant to hold these trades. I mean, that's what the algorithm has been designed and back tested with. If you're more comfortable with these ETFs, obviously you could put in a trailing stop and try to play it out longer, but just so you know, the algorithm is designed and optimized for this to be a one-day trade. All right, just adjust something over here. And let me go over into the other part of this, where people, if they really want to look into a little more of the data and how every signal is being derived. I can go into the SPY here. So there is a tab for each one of these for you to actually see the bullish and bearish points, if you will, the elements that I'm looking at and how many are giving strength to a bullish day the next day, and how many are giving strength to a bearish day the next day. So if you zoom in here, do that to that day I was just talking about, where we had two really strong ones. So this one, ton of bullish strength, and obviously you see the next day, huge up day. And again, that next day, a ton of bearish signs showing up. So another day to go short and get that quick one-day play. So these charts will just show you that there's a lot of days where there'll be a couple signs for a bullish move and a couple signs for a bearish move, but we only want to play them when they come up into this colored area, showing that it's a really strong and giving us a high back-tested probability for that one-day play to be a success. And that's basically it. You can go through and you can look at all these different ETFs and all these different scores as they get compiled. And again, it's about 5:30 p.m. Eastern that it will come through, and then you can decide to trade it from there. Looking forward to having you as a member soon. Thanks for listening.